Hello students, so this is the video lesson 4 of wave optics module, and in this lesson we will discuss the concept of thin film interference, in which we will try to understand the mechanism how to obtain the two coherent virtual sources by the method of division of amplitude in reflected light rays as well as the transmitted light rays. Okay, so here in this figure we take a utensil half filled with water. Okay, so this is the water and this utensil is half filled with water, and suppose we drop some oil on it. So what will happen? The oil will spread throughout the water surface, and in this way a parallel thin film may obtained as shown in the figure. So here PQRS is the parallel thin film with refractive index μ2, and this parallel thin film is deposited at the surface of water. Okay, so PQRS is the parallel thin film, PQ is the top surface of the film, and RS is the bottom surface of the film. So now we can obtain the interference pattern by this method in the parallel thin film. So here we take a source, this is the source, and essentially it is a monochromatic light source, and suppose that light fall on this upper surface PQ of the oil film. What will happen? At PQ there is a change of medium. Here is the air, here is the oil. So light will partially reflected back and partially refracted into the medium, and at this point the light will reflected back and then after transmitted into the same medium. So after reflection and refraction method we will obtain the ray 1 and 2. These are the ray 1 and 2, and in air the ray 1 and 2 are trying to reach to the observer viewing these rays. Okay, so interference may possible because ray 1 and 2 fulfill all the conditions of interference. They have nearly same frequency and same amplitude, and they are emerging in the same medium, and therefore maximum and minimum intensity bands may be obtained. Okay, so here in the next figure we try to magnify this parallel thin film. Okay, so let's see the magnified form of this figure. Okay, so here PQRS is the oil film, thin film. Suppose that the refractive index is mu. The light from the source incident on the upper surface PQ. Some part of light is reflected. Some part of light is transmitted into the medium. That means the thin film. Suppose that I is the angle of incidence, R is the angle of refraction. And at this point there is again change of medium. Okay, so at this point the light is reflected and reaches to this point, and at this point the light is transmitted into the air. So we obtain ray 1 and ray 2, and suppose that observer is here. So what will happen? The observer will not see this source. Okay, this observer will not see this source, but the observer will see the light coming from S1 and S2. So S1 and S2 will act as the virtual sources made from the single source. So S1 and S2 are the coherent light sources, and therefore this situation will fulfill all the conditions of interference, and therefore we can obtain the interference pattern in the reflected light. Okay, so there are some another essential conditions. There are some other essential conditions for the interference. So first condition, two waves must be relatively close together. Okay, so ray 1 and ray 2, these two ray 1 and ray 2, the two waves must be relatively close together. Okay, so they will relatively close together. If they are far from each other, then there is a possibility of not crossing the crest and trough of the two wave front, and in this way the interference pattern will not be obtained. So what is the solution of this condition? The solution of this condition is that I must be minimum. Okay, so in ideal condition I should be 0. If I is equal to 0, R is equal to 0. So in order to make closure of ray 1 and 2 here, we should decrease I. If we decrease I, R will decrease, and these two rays will close to each other enough, and in ideal condition I should be 0. So this is the one condition. Let's see the another condition. The wave that travels through the film and back to the medium must in phase with the other reflected wave. Okay, so the ray number 2 is the wave that travels through the film and back to the medium. This ray 2 must in phase with the other reflected wave, that means the ray number 1. Okay, there is another crucial condition. Another crucial condition for the thickness of the film. Suppose that T is the thickness of the film. So you can see that the ray 2 travels almost twice T distance more as the ray number 1. Okay, so the origin of ray number 1 is here. This is the origin. But the ray number 2 is coming from this point S1, and then after reaches to this point and reflected, and then it emerges into the air. Okay, so what is the extra distance? Extra distance is this distance plus this distance. So it is almost, since the film is very thin, so these two distances may be approximate equal to twice T. So twice T must be integral or half integral multiple of lambda in film. So what is the lambda in film? So here the source wavelength is lambda in air. Okay, you know that after refraction the wavelength will change. So what is the new wavelength? Lambda in film is equal to lambda air divided by mu. So this is the lambda film. So twice T must be integral or half integral multiple of lambda by film. So if this condition will fulfill, then we obtain the maximum and minimum intensity. Otherwise it is very hard to see the interference pattern, or it is very difficult to observe the interference pattern by the thin film. Thank you.